Hey guys, this is Sal and welcome to one more awesome episode of Technical Saturday series. And in this particular episode, we are going to go through part 2 of what Fibonacci is all about, because in last one video of Technical Saturday series, we have already covered up this point of Fibonacci retracement, based on which how we can actually understand the retracement levels, whether it is for index specific, even if it's for stock specific, and so on. And I hope that you are absolutely clear about that particular concept as well. And first of all, if you're someone who is new to our YouTube channel or even on our Facebook page, welcome to our YouTube channel and Facebook page, and thank you so much for being into this particular video. And Technical Saturday is something which is like we are doing since last so many weeks, and I guess this is our 19th or 20th episode, where every single week on Saturday at 5 p.m. I post this particular video, based on which, so that nobody, like if you're someone who is completely unaware about what is stock market, what is technical analysis, like from being nobody to being a pro trader, this is the ultimate journey which you have to you can consider, which you have to go through this particular series called as Technical Saturday series. And in this particular episode, as I've already mentioned, we are going to go through part 2 of what Fibonacci is all about. And in last one video, I mentioned about this point, that was Fibonacci retracement. And in this particular episode, we are actually going to cover up the point of what Fibonacci projection is all about. And with that, let me quickly share with you the presentation at this point of time. So Fibonacci projection, and if you're someone who is completely unaware about what Fibonacci is all about, make sure you watch the previous episode of this series. And let me begin with the projection straight away with the point itself. So projection is something which is used to identify the potential target price. Fibonacci retracement is something with which we can determine the retracement levels, with what points that particular stock or that particular index can come on the downside. It can take a support, or else it can go on the upside and it can take resistance, right? In the same sense, projection is used in the form of second thing, which means I'll tell you, like in the basic format. First, we use Fibonacci retracement in order to understand the support and resistance areas where we can buy or sell. But Fibonacci projection is the thing with it's also, you can call it as like a tool with which we can actually understand the potential targets. Because once we get support or resistance areas, at that point of time, either we can put buying orders or selling orders, and immediately after that point of time, we can use Fibonacci projections in order to understand our potential target, right? So I hope that you're absolutely clear about it. And there are some of the important ratios which are absolutely important for you in order to keep in mind when it comes to Fibonacci projection. And those pointers are like, those important ratios are like 1.618, 2.618, 4.25, and 6.85. Although in this particular series, there are few of the ratios like 61% as well. Although when we are using zerodha and all, we have these ratios not in pointer manner, but we have in percentage manner, like 61.8%, then we have 100%, then we have 161.8%, like 127 also. There are some of the other ratios as well, which you'll be able to understand through the practical implementation of it as well. And in last video of Fibonacci retracement, I mentioned that when it comes to practical implementation of it, like this is the basic chart. Right now, don't look at those blue lines and all. Just have a look at this particular example, which I also mentioned in last one video, based on which we actually understood the retracement level. And this is a stock that is Canara Bank. And even if you're watching our videos one by one, then you'll be able to understand that this is the same example which we took last one week, where I mentioned that this particular stock is at 61% retracement. And from that point of time, two candles were formed. And I also mentioned that there is a possibility that it can move forward on the upper side as well. So based on that particular conclusion, let's consider in terms of Fibonacci retracement, we need two pointers, that is bottom and the top, in order to understand support area. When it comes to an uptrend, we need first bottom and then we need a top. But when it comes to downtrend, first we need a top and then we need a bottom in terms of retracement. But now let's understand about what are the three pointers which we need in terms of projection. Because in retracement, we need only 2 points in order to get the retracement levels. But when it comes to projection, we need 3 pointers. That is, first is like right now I'm taking the example of an uptrend. So during an uptrend, first we need the bottom. The second point, like the first point, we need the bottom. Second point, we need the top. And third point, we need the higher bottom. Bottom, top, higher bottom, based on which here we got 61% retracement. We got proper confirmation. Let's assume that at that point of time, we executed the trade. So with the help of Fibonacci itself, we executed the trade in terms of Fibonacci retracement. But with the help of Fibonacci projection, we can understand that what can be the potential target for it. So those ratios can be 61%, then comes 100%. Now, to make you clear, let's consider that the move from bottom till the top is 100 rupees move. So similarly, from the third point, that is the higher bottom which is being formed, from that point of time till 100%, that is the same 100 rupees move. Just for the sake of example, I took 100 so that you can understand that particular concept with very ease. So 61%, which means 61 rupees move out of 100 rupees, right? Similarly, 127% means from this particular bottom, that is higher bottom, we got 127 rupees move. When the stock price is 100 rupees, this particular move is 100 rupees. And based on that particular thing, we got 127% move. 127.2% move, which means like 127. And similarly, we have 161% and so on, the ratios which I actually mentioned. So that's what this thing is all about. And I hope that you are absolutely clear about it. Then comes one more example here from the bottom till the top. We got 2 points and then higher bottom. This is like a, you can consider 38% retracement, 38.2% retracement. Once we got proper confirmation, we can execute the trade with very low risk, high reward opportunity. And then with the help of Fibonacci projection, we can get our potential targets. And based on that particular potential targets, you can see that within 15 days, almost within 15 days, we got 61%, we got 61% outcome. And then like 60, it reached up till 61% mark. And then it gave retracement as well. But overall perspective, if we look up at the overall perspective, then it crossed 100%, 127%, and so on. And that's what it is all about. One more example, when it comes to downtrend. Now, this is exact opposite. In terms of Fibonacci retracement, in terms of downtrend, we need first top and then we need a bottom. But when it comes to projection, we need top, we need bottom, and then we need lower top. We need top, bottom, and lower top. So at this point of time, let's assume like this was the top, almost around 1100 rupees. Then we got the bottom, which was almost around 950, and then we got lower top, which was almost around the zone of 1050. At that point of time, let's assume that, although this was also the example which I took in last video itself, so you can go back to that video so that you can understand that why am I mentioning about projections on this same example, so that you can understand that first we took retracement and then we are taking projection, so that in with the help of retracement we can get low risk high reward opportunities in order to execute the trade. But with the help of projection, we can actually assume that this can be our potential target and so on. So from the zone of 1050, we got a move of almost 127%. You can consider within a month and so on. Similarly, one more example here of Tata Motors on daily time frame. First, we are choosing the top, then we are choosing bottom, then comes lower top. And from that point of time, we saw almost a move of 161%, and even it goes beyond that. But let me tell you this one single honest thing, like if you're someone who is trading into, you can consider who is a swing trader, even if a positional trader as well, usually you will get outcomes like 61% in terms of swing trading. You will get results till 61%, 61.8%. Maximum would be like if that particular stock is very good in terms of momentum and volatility, you will get results up to 100% as well, whether it is for long or short. And when it comes to semi-positional or positional trade, you should like, not you should, but you can actually keep a potential target of 127%, 161% as well, because even you know that when it comes to trading, when it comes to technical analysis, even fundamental analysis, when we execute the trade, the only part which is in our hand, which is in our control, is the risk. We don't know what the target is going to be like, but still, once we are executing the trade, we should focus more on the process rather than the profit. This is also one of the quotation which I got from my mentors, is that focus on the process, not on the profit, because once you start focusing on the process, ultimately, by you can consider, if you calculate monthly returns, quarterly results, or even like yearly results as well, you will ultimately make profits, right? So I hope that you are absolutely clear about how do we use projection when it comes to, like you can consider, when it comes to uptrend and when it comes to downtrend as well. And this is what we have so far for this particular video. And I hope that you are absolutely clear about both the concepts which we have already covered up, that is Fibonacci retracement, in order to understand the support and resistance areas so that we can buy or we can sell. Similarly, you are also clear about Fibonacci projection, with which we can like we can actually project our potential targets once we execute the trade, right? So this is what we have so far for this particular episode of Technical Saturday series, and looking forward to see you tomorrow in weekly mastermind session. And before that, a quick update once again that as I've already mentioned since last 2 to 3 episodes of Technical Saturday series that we are about to launch our podcast show. So this is a very good news for all the viewers is that next week on Wednesday, that is 8th of November, we are officially going to launch our first ever podcast show, and it is definitely going to help you out in order to learn about ethics, morals, values. And he's someone who is actually Indian, but right now he is living in Switzerland. And like all those, you can consider first 2 to 3 episodes have already got recorded, edited, and those are about to get scheduled as well. The first episode has already got scheduled. You can check out on our channel as well, but it is yet to be premiered. So definitely on 8th of November, this is like a big launch which we are actually doing so that you can actually achieve a holistic success rather than just achieving success in terms of trading or investing or even in just the part of money. And like even I got a lot of lessons through that first ever podcast itself, although it's almost around 1 hour, 25 minutes, almost around that thing, including intro and the conclusion part and many more things. So make sure you are staying tuned for that update as well. And if you're someone who is watching on our Facebook page, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel because that particular podcast is not going to be posted on our Facebook page. For that, you will only have to come up to our YouTube channel and watch those particular podcasts. And definitely, that is also going to be in a serial manner itself, in the way like every single week on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Indian Standard Times, I'll be posting that particular podcast one by one with all the new guests which are going to come up. And looking forward to see you in weekly mastermind session. Make sure before jumping into any other videos, please do share your biggest takeaways below this particular video, and whatever topics you want me to create videos upon in this particular series of Technical Saturday series, make sure you comment below this particular video, whether you're watching it on YouTube or even on Facebook as well. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.